Yes, I've started the stream. The mic is now live while I load up the single player whatnot.
It's all in there somewhere, I think. No, the 1T isn't there. No, never mind.
State. Yes.
Yes, 1T became T6, the other T became E43R. E43, I think, and then yes.
Is there a stream? Is it streaming?
I've got
yes, okay.
twirly on telling me
That something is happening.
What colour's that?
It's.
Oh, we need to reconfigure the
television.
Oh, right, okay.
It's on camcorder colour, which is why everything's a bit orange. Yes, so.
Okay, that's a very... The black I don't notice very much, but that was an obvious very much difference. Gosh.
I mean, at the moment, it's looking like, I think, viable to... What the hell are they doing up there? To just raise all my armies.
Well, no one will have marched into your territory yet because everything will have been raised to somebody else's. So the only question is whether anyone is about to march into a bit of territory where something will be unfortunately raised. But I suspect that's not going to happen. Yes, the major problem is they've got somewhat more troops than you have in total.
In theory.
So it's going to require at least an amount of good tactics to beat them.
Yes, I mean there is a small problem that because I'm zealous I can't just go, you know what, feeling really Christian today or Catholic today.
It may be worth just confirming that you can't because
I can't
do it by that route at least.
And there's no option in intrigue. I did check that.
And is there no option related to the war? And all you can do as far as the war is concerned is if you offer peace you can only offer ordinary surrender, I presume. Yes.
I can't.
You can't just offer to convert.
No, I don't have any additional options there. Right.
I do like the fact that the war is declared by the Pope.
Right.
I should close the tab in which I'm trying to watch our own stream because that won't help them.
It's true.
Oh, that's the point, Simon. Is there a putty for iPad or something like that?
Not really. I mean, there are things for iPad that derive from Putty. I used to use them called ISSH, but they tend to be paid for.
Right. Because I found this Shelly thing, which kind of sort of works and you can connect to it, but if you go away to another app and come back, it closes all the connections. Which is all helpful. Yeah. And that's the best I found.
So that's going over there.
Yes, I suppose there's few enough armies there that you can probably hit them if you're well equipped with commanders.
Yes. Well, there's not even 13,000 there.
Yes, indeed.
This lot here are a little bit more worrying.
Are we now on being broadcast?
Oh, we've been broadcast for a while.
Okay.
I did say...
Well, I don't know. Hello.
You know, I do always say when that I'm starting a stream. I've not decided where I'm sending those yet.
Just putting them on a boat.
I'm just putting them on a boat because I know eventually I'm going to need some people on some boats. Right. I have no idea what you're doing there.
We are the broadcast.
Broadcasting for a while. Okay, I think that's a viable amount of stuff.
Presumably this means there are... how do you win a crusade as the defender?
I don't know. Do you want to look this up?
I mean, well, obviously you can get war score by defeating enemies, by winning battles. So, but presumably there is some territory that you can occupy, and I kind of hope you don't actually have to occupy the Pope's territory. Obviously, if it turns out that merely occupying the Pope's territory, all the Pope's territory, gets you 100% war score, then that will make life very simple. But I kind of suspect it doesn't work like that.
Well, that's where the Pope is.
Actually,
I mean, you could just occupy somewhere Catholic.
You don't have kind of... yes, the only things you have highlighted in red are the papal territories, it looks like. You've got a bunch of little bits in red down there. So if it turns out that all you have to do is stomp into the Pope's territories and sit on his forts, then that might work. I don't know. Yes, Alex, the Pope is Catholic.
At least currently.
In general, I think with some add-ons you can get you can make the Pope Fraticelli, but
how do you know? The rhythm with which is that the Pope is Catholic.
We do not know what he eats or drinks.
Well, why not? You can probably.
But the Pope can't be, for instance, Cathar, because Cathar don't really believe in popes.
This is true.
We're willing to admit he's out there, but
yeah.
With some of the add-ons, you can also make
two more linear.
You can heal the Great Schism, at which point the Pope becomes a heretical Orthodox.
Which, by the way, we think is hilarious, but I don't have any plans to do right now.
Well, I think you need Legacy of Rome for that. I don't know, that wasn't a helpful page.
I think I've also... I think I found a bunch of people that I was bringing back from my last war.
You've allowed time to happen.
I've allowed time to happen. I've got everyone going somewhere. If we're really lucky, they're going to the right place. Oh look, people are leaving the defensive pact against me because I'm not that terrifying. Because what do I get if I successfully defeat the crusade? I think I just get to keep my kingdom.
More or less. You get the Pope not calling another crusade for 40 years.
But time ends in less than 40 years, so big deal.
You might get a trait actually for winning a crusade, even as the defender.
Oh, good. That's nice. Ooh, I've got some allied people.
Most of the stuff in the wiki about crusades is on the assumption
that you're the one crusading.
You're the one on the crusader side, because
that's the one that's usually more fun.
It's in the title and everything.
Yes. Okay, so what have we got here? We have
I
a
think
Polish army.
It's essentially, from your point of view, just a big holy war called by the Pope.
So holy you could use it as a sip.
It's money. Right, so you, off you go over there. Because I have more people coming soon.
Yes, David, this is Crusaded Kings 2.
Thank you, David. Let's pause and read my notes. Most of which are people leaving the defensive pact on the grounds that, to say, being crusaded against means I'm officially not that scary enough.
I feel you might at least want to raise your
my 1500. Let's raise my 1500. Recruit me on a guard.
Even if you don't want to start hiring mercenaries yet. Did they walk in on you? The Stoats? Oh well.
Yes, they did.
So Verity was marching her army blatantly up to the enemy in order to hit them, and rather than the enemy sitting still, digging in, generally getting a defensive advantage from being in a forest, they marched towards her and gave her the defensive advantage.
Thanks, I'll take it.
Yes, and is thus winning that battle.
Yes.
Plus you've got 3,500 allies turning up there.
Yeah. Oh dear. I don't want to right click on that thing. What commanders do I have?
Things like that.
Yeah. I might actually sack you. And hire you with your defender and flat terrain expert.
Yes, that's quite nice because it allows you to get a defensive advantage in
Yes.
places you can't usually get a defensive advantage.
What?
So there's a large army coming out of that.
Yes, that's fine. I have a large army coming over from over here. You lot should meander down here. Actually, no, you shouldn't. You should go over there with that lot.
1% war score. Excellent.
Brilliant.
Good start.
So, let's apply some army glue.
That's one of your armies and an ally army.
Okay, so let's march you in there. That looks like a nice place to be. Oops, right, so Polish army of Poland. Let's march you down this way a bit. I seem to have entirely the wrong people here, but never mind. Okay, you're going to Brabant. That's fine. That's where I want you to be.
Is that during the army about to be terribly embarrassed?
Probably.
That was just your watch on the Byzantine Empire tempting you think.
So I have that big army there, which is slightly worrying. Where's everyone else going? Right, there we are. That's a bit better.
You have two new exciting events at the top.
Right, truces are expiring. Fine.
And then
Well,
Man is a duchy that covers merely the Isle of Man, so probably if you create it you may as well grant it to the Count of Man unless you have a good reason to do otherwise.
yeah.
Claire, we can have a really slow conversation.
What is the lag here? Is it higher than the lag I get with the network?
It's about 30 seconds.
Worse than
Well, it's not really lag, it's buffering to ensure that network wobbles don't actually cause our stream to break up.
to ensure that network wobbles but they don't fall down.
We can turn down the latency, I think, but to be extremely low, use this if you actually need interaction with your need rapid interaction with your viewers.
Okay, I'm going to say ping shortly and someone can time it. Simon, you can time it. You've got a keyboard in front of you.
Okay.
Right, I'm going to do 3, 2, 1 and then say ping, and you all type ping when you get ping. 3, 2, 1, ping!
Excellent. And
Capture the Hochmeister of the Teutonic Order.
So, I just want to zoom in a bit briefly. Let's. Hang on, so right this lot.
Just under 30 seconds.
Okay. Just under 30 seconds, so there.
So.
What? Doesn't understand Jacob's comment.
Ah,
Does he think he entered his pond before we got the 2 pings above? I'm confused.
my people said at the time I heard you say it, so that was...
Well, yes. There is the fun fact, you're standing at the bottom of Big Ben, listening to the Chinese when they're going, you hear it on the radio before you hear it for real. On my IRC here, Jacob, your ping was 3rd, not counting Simon's or the Mets.
Oh gods, I should do something about this little lot.
Maybe pause one of them.
I thought I was paused, but there we go. Ooh, hang on, I should go and...
Oh, a digital radio is slower than non-digital
Quite a
radio.
lot, yes.
Well, that's just cheating.
Damn it.
You bravely march them into Europe.
Italy's nice at this time of year.
Oh, right, yes, that's quite a serious army. There's only one of it.
Right, well, let's march over there and kick that lot. And then let's raise some ships. Let's fail to raise some ships. Let's go and find one of the 8 million fleets I have somewhere over here, like you, and send you off over here.
Right, looks like the whole of Sardinia and Corsica is highlighted as an enemy.
It's true. I mean, I could.
Oh,
They're Catholic.
Yes, but but for instance, the whole of Francia, which is a nominally Catholic realm, isn't it?
It's true. Anyway, I will send some troops there eventually.
But you are apparently besieging something, so that's nice.
Kingdom of Street. Hang on, let's go and see if there's anything I can.
I wouldn't be surprised if the hardest bit of programming in this game was how to write the names on the maps. It looks terrifying.
It is terrifying.
It doesn't always quite work. There's somewhere down in the Balkans where it's currently writing the words Byzantine Empire across one of Verity's exclaves.
I guarantee you that if I tried it, I could do considerably worse, but it doesn't always quite work.
Yes, I mean it does a pretty good job of the map labeling.
Are exclaves and enclaves just the same thing for the opposite sides' points of view?
I think so. I think strictly an exclave might not be an enclave, as in an exclave is a bit that's isolated from the main part of your territory. But it might be isolated by multiple people, in which case it's not an enclave.
Okay, fair enough.
I think that might even be a thing that's happened.
Okay.
Laserscan took a long time developing an algorithm to do that.
I'm not surprised. It's probably very hard.
The university map sheets just has. I mean, A, doesn't draw excitingly curved things, and B, has a manual override mechanism for fixing all the labels.
Wikipedia. The Azerbaijani exclave of Nakhchivan is an example of an exclave that is not an enclave because it borders Armenia, Turkey and Iran.
Oh. Well, look at the map of Baal Herzog.
I don't think that's necessary.
Oh, well, it's great.
Look at the map of the Holy Roman Empire at around this time. So, yeah, might have to get back to around at some stage.
Yeah.
You don't seem to be getting many options of leaders. Oh, that's because all your commanders are currently in battles? I see, yes.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Maybe you should mail your quack and say, I think I have cold weather exercise induced whatnot.
Cool. So, I think now is not the time to try to get anything done.
Yeah, but it's actually the thing is, it's mostly the kind of thing that you can do by email, because it's quite hard to provoke it to.
You could cough down the phone and they could say, yes, it's that kind of
Well,
thing.
it's more.
I prescribe you a thing.
It's more that you can say, I get these symptoms, and then you can do. Because the thing is, one of the things they get you to do would be a peak flow, and you can do a peak flow here. So.
They're already going there.
Yes. Okay.
Just the arrow is
Is
completely
hiding.
hidden by all of the other stuff going on there.
Right.
So, are they endangered by that 13,000?
Not that endangered by that 13,000.
Because it's apparently because it's going in completely the other
It's
direction.
going in completely the wrong direction.
No idea why, but I'm not going to know. Maybe to relieve that army you're about to squish elsewhere.
Yes. So, anyway, what am I trying to do? I think. Are you one army or not?
Got 3 at the moment.
Not anymore. I think I send you this way to try and cut off some of the stuff. Right. And there's a small.
Let's test some eek flow briefly.
Oh good, well someone else is running into someone else's army, that's fine.
It's apparently, given the colours, given that it's not your ally, is that the Holy Roman Empire?
I think that's the Holy Roman Empire who's... No, it's
No,
Austrasia.
that is Austrasia, who are the targets of this war. Well, they're your ally. Maybe they have a somewhat different, whatever the other end of the Kaiser Spello is that they're the ones being invaded rather than merely people allied with the cause of
Okay, I have
stopping the Albigensian Crusade.
no idea what's going on here. Ooh, so I've got that lot glue, and let's send you down this way. I do want to try and do something about this 17,000 strong army, but probably not yet. I have no idea who's leading anything because, frankly, I have too many wars going on here.
It's only one war, just a very, very big one.
Oh well, someone's besieged a trade post. I mean, well done you. Eep. So, you lot. I want to
I think they're already heading that way.
probably. We'll find
As soon
out.
as they finish their current battle.
So, let's grab you lot, send you over here. Grab you lot and send you over here. So there, and where's that 30,000 going?
Pick up 700 or so.
Yeah, that's fine. I think we'll do that. We'll worry about the round of vassal fettling that will have to follow this.
If history lasts beyond the end of this war.
No, I'm not going to use the thing on Tremis. I mean, honestly... good. Okay.
So that's the 17,000.
1,000 up there being annoying. Yeah.
So, yes, and the 13,000 army is now fully joined.
That's
The rest of the job.
okay. Well, that's a bit of a squish, but I can't do anything about it. So let's get you to come over here, and then
That 13,000 army is in the wrong place at the southwest corner of your territory. I think you want that to join the battle that's going on just
Yep.
north of it. I
hang
thought
on.
it was going the right way, but it wasn't.
Right, there we go.
Exasperated soul with the roll of their eyes. Why is it instruction from headquarters?
Can literally none of you read a map, you bloody idiot?
And that little 419 you feel sorry for, but there's not much to do about it.
Yes. And they're probably going to run into that lot. That's probably going to be a series of annoying battles.
Yes, you might want to try to organise things around there so that actually I will pause and too late. Make sure that lot don't all successively march through the 7,000 up from enemy, but ideally all run into it simultaneously and squash it. Alternatively, the 20,000 that adjust to its west march eastwards once they finish their current battle.
Yeah, well, I will do that in a minute. So, what's the supply limit? Okay, I can march that lot in there.
No! Don't.
Let's do
It's to
it.
be an 221 rather than 112 extra problem.
Oh,
So,
wow.
and then you get the equation v1 equals v2 equals 2v3, and then write in 112. So,
Pause. Oh, let's just... Okay, that's the... Squashed that lot. Okay. You lot get over there. One day soon, those ships will get there. Yeah. And I'll send my lot off to Corsica. Because I'm sure that would be nice. Okay, in this case, supply limit there. That's that. Let's glue together. March you over there. Grab you lot to go over there. You lot should come well, I'm sending the tiny army away to somewhere else where small armies are useful. But
Small.
yes. So, 15,000 there. There. Temporarily.
I don't think that a supervisor need could probably call Susan. On the chat now. Well, I thought I keep doing like linear algebra, the more more like he's turning up, and therefore I'm not the approach and finishing it. And I thought, have I actually supervised anybody called Susan? I'll check. I mean, like Susie, that's cheating though, because it's her name is actually Susie, I think. And there's Sue. But no, I think Susie is the closest. But that I think is her English chosen name. It actually is Susie.
Okay, so first one.
Ooh. Oops, mistake.
How do we do that?
I just realised that Jacob about 5 minutes ago didn't apparently say "let Google that me." What did he mean?
Looks good to me.
Ah, right, okay. I read it as "let Google that me," and that makes sense.
It's an extremely common abbreviation used in code review systems to the point where often there is a click accept button which will automatically post a comment saying LGTM.
Right.
Yeah. Right, so right. So we've got 14,000 there. Let's march you up to this county,
Which is a very odd shape.
which is an extremely odd shape, but like whatever, we will work with it.
So, yes, it looks like things are kind of tidied up at the south edge of your realm and everyone's settling in siege, or is there still some movement going on down there?
There's still some movement. Hang on. And let me zoom in to find out where it is. So, you're about to fight a battle. Right, let's apply a small amount of army glue. Send you over to kick this lot. Send you over. Send you over there. Yeah. Embark you on a ship. Find Sardinian Corsica. Send you over there. Zoom out a bit. Right, so there we have army of 22,000. Apply. Excuse me. Apply army glue. March you into that province. Apparently by a somewhat circuitous route, but whatever.
Trying to avoid places where they'll suffer attrition, I think.
Ah, come in. Good job, that sergeant. Right. So how are we doing down there?
Is there a bit you can click on that actually tells you about the battle and you're not leaving it?
Sometimes if you randomly click on things, it will occasionally tell you the answer to something. But I've not actually found a way of, like, reliably getting that to work. I assume that in theory there is a way. I just don't know what it is. Right, so now we have that 14,000 and we wish to send you over there along with you lot. Sure, I'll send it there. A little bit of light army squashing.
You've got plenty of space in your prisons.
It's true.
Because this is probably going to get you an awful lot of prisoners.
Right, so now let's
The Spanish of mysterious cryptic villages in the countryside from which they can't ever escape and no one can quite work out what they're doing there.
so
Why you need to get
Let's-
out?
that's a big army and they're going to Lyon. Where's Lyon? Let's wander off to Lyon. Can't really. Basically, what I want is my smallish armies to be being besieging things, and my largish armies to be fighting things.
The blue French territory is really confusing my sense of geography because it looks so much like sea.
Oh, is that? Oh, that dark blue thing is France,
At the
isn't it?
bottom.
Yes.
Well,
Oh, okay,
strictly
sorry,
the
business.
Empire of Francia, but yes.
That's okay.
I think the lightest blue in the top left corner might actually be
Yeah.
Yes. That Union Straits. It goes up.
States. States of God.
That's the one. Do I not have anything? Oh, right, sorry, that's not French territory. No, not French territory. Not territory.
Not somebody with papal church.
Yeah.
That
So, where are you guys going? You're going to Wipers. So let's send. Okay, let's send you after that. What's the thing limit? Right, that's fine. Rather, it will be fine just as soon as I shoo some people out of the. What do you mean I'm not the leader of the siege? Honestly. Also, what kind of tactical stoat are you?
What kind of
Where are
tactical
you
stroke is
going?
supposed to be used with that?
Forez. That's Forez. Alright, off we go to Forez on a squashing expedition. Do we have? Oh, excellent. We have arrived.
So you can find out whether you need to select the army.
Oh yeah, good point well made. States. Right, off you go.
Maybe you didn't need to select the army, you just couldn't see what you were doing.
It's true. Just
and
will
then you get to discover whether that actually gets you war score.
It's true.
So you could check what you have war score for.
That is true.
So you don't have any positive.
War score for stuff I'm besieging.
No, interesting.
Yeah.
Well, if it turns out that's unnecessary, then mostly you need to be besieging back
Things
your own
that
territory, which you are doing.
yes, it's true. So, I mean, I think once I've besieged that, I'll move this lot over here to Where are you guys going? Bruges. Where's Bruges? That looks like Bruges to me.
Putty is a thing as well, I've heard. So there.
Right. Well, I'm no longer gregarious. Oh well.
Does that say grotty and also grotty?
Yeah.
Why did it say both? Is that a joke?
One of them is an adjective, the other one is a noun.
Oh, I see, right, okay. I thought they were supposed to be two different things and they were the same thing and I got confused. Or whether it was a pun on what it did. Squack.
Why? Thank you.
Your war score?
Has suddenly gone through the roof.
What was happening? Okay, so whatever Luneville is, you want to be occupying more of those.
Hang on, I think that was Luneville, wasn't it? No, that's Thionville.
You can always search for it.
It's true.
We give out in Lorraine, it said. If that helps you. I'm not drawing all the other things.
Somewhere French. Hang on. What was it?
Right, the Lorraine is the county it was in. It's the centre of the screen, and approximately where. Yes, it's where your army is. Where your 6842 army is, the eastern one of those two provinces. Right, so Luneville, the bottom thing at the bottom left. So
Yeah.
that was just a bishopric occupied by the Pope, owned by the Pope. So that is
Right.
what you want to be doing.
I just need to find the things that are actually have the papal arms on them.
Yes. So I don't quite understand why places are highlighted in red that aren't places that are actually owned by the Pope. Maybe they are actually only the people who are against you. Okay, so, well, actually the way you can do this is find the Pope and then look at his holdings. Finding the Pope is not very hard. So he has, he has those three duchies, two.
So you've got the
things
papacy,
as the
theocracy of Jerusalem, theocracy of Crusader Jerusalem, bishopric of Luneville, and bishopric of Celts.
So that is another one that you are currently besieging. So that one will probably get you quite a lot more, and then possibly you have to go to Jerusalem, possibly you need to look at his vassals.
Oh, I think I need to go to Jerusalem.
Going to Jerusalem and then
What's a scroll to use?
Well, you could
Okay.
fight, go visit the Pope and again and see what his. Oh right, there is that. No, that's not the Pope.
No.
And
Well, let's see what happens once I've besieged the other place, right?
maybe that will be enough.
It's true. I mean, I did get such a massive boost of war score from...
And getting back your own territory will probably help.
Yes. Which I'm in fair way to do. I have no idea where you guys are going. Okay, so
So the army that was defeated.
this lot are going to Chanot, which is... Where's Chanot?
I'm going to besiege you and no returns.
Okay. So I besieged that back myself, which has got me some stuff. Let's wonder.
I don't know if that's actually occupied. That rather bizarrely is occupied by Australia.
Australia.
Well, you. Ooh. I don't know how you can easily find out which of your holdings are currently.
Well, I can review this in a bit, right? I can always do that.
But yeah, maybe that other bishop will solve the problem. Technically, you're not a heretic.
But
So
of
who
course,
is she? A Duchess of something.
under Scalvia. So she's Baroness of Thingy.
All right,
She's
and
married to the
married
Duke.
to the Duke of Scalp.
Right, I'm going to branch her a heretic and let her liege sort it out.
I didn't know, but I guess given the rest of some kind of you lose the game when you hear Last Christmas, I assume. Indeed, there was a bit in one of the MP people in Parliament was giving a talk on Syria, and whenever he said Syria, his phone chirped at him until he finally worked out why.
Yeah, this is why. Turn off all those evil strawberry things.
If that lol was to the MP story, it came a lot faster than 30 seconds, I think. Ping!
Or possibly it wasn't.
Possibly
it
it
probably
wasn't.
was something else.
Right, good, that's okay then.
What battle where was a defeat?
I don't
Oh,
know.
how exciting.
The battle things have a go-to button on them, so that you can find out the answer.
I
to
should
this question.
remember that, shouldn't I?
We don't usually have to worry about it because we usually know what we're doing.
Yeah,
Well,
but...
I'm doing sufficiently few things that we know what we're doing.
Yeah, I'd just like to point out this is a big war. There's a lot of things going on.
So you go to, and you get the answer to your question.
It's one of the better Christmas songs, given the awfulness it is available.
Okay, I think those three whatnots
Someone,
ran
probably
into...
someone else who is no longer with us.
That was 54 seconds of pinging, Claire.
Yes, anyway. Battle of Thingy.
Stop killing Claire. Take more bites from Claire.
You could be much more usefully employed hitting the shit out of people over there.
Especially since they're trying to besiege you.
Especially since they're trying to besiege me.
There's someone else trying to do some besieging around there, but I think you're in the middle of lots of battles at the moment.
Nah, that's fine. I'll just, wander a few people through them. It'll be fine.
They thus won that season. It turned out to be nowhere near as
No,
impressive.
they have not just won that siege. I've just sent, about 8 squillion more people to that siege.
I thought the progress bar was a lot lower than before. Okay.
Yeah.
Given the numbers, you could have swamped it.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Right, 100% war score against the Pope.
Right, release the peace otter.
Otter.
What are my demands anyway? Pope pays me
a mere 248 money because
he's broke.
Because the Pope doesn't have any. You get 100% piety, 10% moral authority for Catholicism,
And mine is 10% authority for Catholicness.
Another 252 piety and 126 prestige Catholicism. And the Pope loses 200 piety.
Yes. Right, well, we won the crusade.
What it seems does not favour the... favours the Christian faithful, just not the Catholic faithful.
Yeah. Right, anyway. So, let's do the tedious bit of disbanding everybody. Yes, that's fine. I don't mind dismissing the special event troops. Right, so, you guys, look at it there. Right, dismiss. Oh, yeah.
Thanks to David, I know what a Meridian song going excommunicado in my head, because it's very confusing. Excommunicado.
Actually, you're not back into Poland. Well, Greater Poland.
Yes. I think so. He's just a very bad Catholic, and it's not like there isn't precedent for that.
It's true. So, let's zoom out one level so I can at least see. Oops.
The poor army of Bornholm that never actually got on its ship.
Yes.
There's some samples wrong guys on that one too.
Right.
It's the one with the down arrow.
It is the one with the down
It gratuitously doesn't give you a useful tooltip, it only tells you what the shortcut is.
arrow. Right.
That lot turned out to be relatively unhelpful.
Get back on the ship. Yeah, that's partly because we didn't understand how crusades worked. So, you know.
Yes, it appeared to be highlighted. I still don't
Oh,
quite
I'm now
understand.
known as the Great. Excellent.
Yes, I
Finally.
think you probably got that for defeating
the
a crusade
crusade.
as a defender.
Yes. Right. Okay, so I do actually have 12 years before the end of time. Let's just check.
So are you in a position to take Constantinople?
I don't think I'm in a position to take Constantinople. Apart from anything else, I don't have a casus belli.
Not.
Well,
I have this vague feeling you had at least a claim on Constantinople. But
I had a claim on the Byzantine Empire.
yes, but that's
Which
not
is
helpful
not.
because the Byzantine Empire no longer owns Constantinople.
Precisely. Right, let's send you around there to dismiss you. You are now back in Polish territory, so we can dismiss you.
Yes, I think given that he has 13,000 personal prestige, I think the Great is a reasonable nickname for Marachar.
I have had more, but also with ones that achieved the Great, like the Queen Markatruda, and I don't think I had that many with Carolus Magnus, but I might have done. Ooh, some betrothed can get married. There we go, let's get them married. Let's sit around waiting for people to get back into their various territories so I can dismiss. So I can dismiss their armies. Armies are expensive.
So yes, one of the ways in which you get the great is by winning a war, winning a crusade as attacker or defender.
Okay, good. No, I should have sent them to that bit of Poland. Oh well, never mind. States.
You've forgotten you had that, or possibly never used. You might want to pick all of those rather than...
You're quite right. Dismiss. Shoo. Right. I might need to do a quick round of playing Convert the Vassal, because I've just had a bunch of inheritances.
Why are the vassals and kicking for repair of the gold lists?
I think it's 11 o'clock and I've got 2 minutes of marketing still. I need to have a
trade rate cover in Amaretto.
Right, so Vassals. King of Lithuania thinks I'm a heretic, but he's hopeless. He's underage. He's the King of Norway and is the right religion. Right, that's the right religion. King of Austrasia is a heretic. Let's ask. I suspect he'll tell me to piss off. And low. That's the right religion. Right religion. Right, well, we have religious differences. Let's see. Honestly, I've got all this improved moral authority and they still won't damn well convert. Honestly. You're a revolt leader. I've asked you 8 million times. I've definitely asked you because you're really useful. You're the right religion. You're the right religion. You are not the right religion, but...
So you can check whether you would convert if you liked you enough. No,
and he's a true believer, so... And he's about 8,000 years old, so, you know, fine. I'm possibly exaggerating for effect.
You did do a round of this just before.
I did, but there were a bunch of...
Hang on, he has...
He's got religious differences, you just
we
can't
have the
tell.
number of
Same dynasty boosts that I've got. Thought not, but... Oh well.
Good night.
See you
Good
on
night.
Friday.
Good night, remote people as well.
Good night. Oh, that's fairly hopeless.
Well, you might be able to just send him a gift. Because gifts get an awful lot of...
It's true.
...of his only account, so the income's probably fairly tiny. I mean, check that the reason he won't convert is solely if he doesn't like you.
Sure,
You have a torture chamber.
do have a torture chamber, it's true. So, let's have a little round of
Applause.
Anyway, that's not what I wanted. Let's check.
There's still 106 armies kicking around.
So, right, I'm just going to dismiss.
Dismiss, yes, the right hand button.
Anyway, so, right.
Yes, Triton, Simon has already gone.
So I've got 56,000 troops and we'll probably have more in a bit when they've recovered a little. So,
The Byzantine Empire, even if you had the ability to press your
claim.
exciting claim.
Yes. How's Carvina doing?
They remain phenomenally rich.
They remain phenomenally
I mean,
rich.
that may not mean you can't take them out, but yes, they
And
are.
they're part of the Christian Defensive Pact against me. So, alright, you.
This enormous trading empire.
I'm sure that nearly everyone interesting is going to be part of the Defensive Pact against me. Counter the fact that...
Yeah. The non-Christian defensive pact might not be too...
What? Pagan Defensive Pact, you mean?
Or there might even be an Eastern defensive pact now.
Yeah, but that's probably terrifying and full of...
Well, no, because almost no one will be close enough to you. Probably. But yes, the pagans will have a problem that there aren't very many pagans. And they still won't be soft. And like you have holy war claims against all of them.
Yes, it's true.
You could just pick a duchy that you feel is would be more appropriately part of the Polish Empire. I mean, obviously, if you were to find a pagan realm that wasn't in the defensive pact, that would be even better. But
That I had
yes.
a claim against.
Yes, but yes, a tiny realm like that, on the other hand, is relatively squishy if you can get the troops there fast enough.
Oh, hang on, let's check my threat.
So your religious group, all defensive pacts, including that of your religious group. So that would have the problem of bringing in the Christians eventually.
Yes.
So, possibly not eventually if the Holy Roman Empire chooses. Actually, is the Holy Roman Empire in the Christian defensive pact?
That's a very good question. Holy Roman Empire. Holy Roman Empire. No.
I mean, not entirely unsurprising because it's
Try
twice your size.
Yes.
So there wouldn't at least be any troops coming from the Holy Roman Empire to defend Ingria, but yes, there is a slight problem of that your that at the moment the Christian defensive pact will defend the pagan realms.
You know what? Let's be sensible. Let's do some... Okay, so that's nearly done. Let's spend some time building some more bits on, some of the...
Yes, I think you have I think there's one of your cathedrals that doesn't have a giant cross, and that's like worth +3 to every co-religionist.
So
I don't have a slot. That seems to like your and clear +2 because those clearly stack because you've got 2 extra statues that you've got extra statues that in 2 places or something like you've got something that gets you. Things in 2
So let's hope that some people leave the defensive pact while, eventually, and that. Let's see. Convert. What do you want? Title. Let's spend some time actually, building bits of my empire and trying to secure the legacy for the future Polish generations. Excellent. That's one of my Cathar lot converted. Okay, that's both of the ones that I could ask. Let's just check that there aren't any really good. Okay, there's a few like duchies, but there's nothing really good. Right, equal claims. Most of those are terrifying.
And almost all of them will turn out to be against someone in the defensive pact at this stage.
Or against the Holy Roman Empire.
Yes.
Possibly the Byzantine Empire for a little bit of variety.
Yes, I mean the Byzantine Empire you might reasonably be able to prosecute a war against.
On a good day. Ooh, Marienburg's become mine. Excellent. Good. Oops, something's happened to me, Chancellor.
I think they got ousted from their bishopric.
Wow. Where's the King of Lithuania? There's the King of Lithuania. Right, there we go. That should help a bit. I was going, why are monthly expenses so high? But of course that's because I'm going to try and do nice peaceful things to, raise my prestige and make everyone happy. There I go, losing prestige because I'm seeing things again.
But
I've
really,
seen that.
compared to the amount of prestige you gain by being an emperor of Poland, you just successfully defended a crusade.
It's true. I mean, I'll get that back in like less than a month, so. Yes, and my troops are ticking back up as I sit quietly at home. Unfortunately, that means people are joining the defensive pact against me. Honestly, they're naming their children all wrong. So I'm 51. There's a chance I will make it as emperor to the end of time.
I didn't expect that. I Google image search for Humber and it's all cars.
Honda Pullman, etc. Everyone is, all of your family are subject to plots.
Let's just check she's heir to the heir to the Empire of Poland, which is the important thing.
So that means that it decays 1% every 5 months. So for it to decay, that file will take 50 months. There are more than 50 months of history left, of Middle Ages left to run. So it will drop below 75% before...
What should do, provided
Yeah,
nothing to up my threat happens.
I mean, you could, of course, grant independence to people you don't care about.
Yeah, but then I don't have any troops. You know.
You don't get very many from your weird eastern provinces.
Yeah, but it's vital to know that they're there.
Okay. You're amused by having provinces surrounding a fair amount of the Aral Sea now.
Yeah. Good grief. Right. Let's hold a summer fair. Let's try and hold a summer fair amongst all these revolting bishops.
Oh yes, is there a Muslim defensive pact against you?
I don't know. I have a feeling there is. Yep.
Okay, it's not a very big one,
Well.
but if they're all that size...
I have many daughters. Only some of them are called Billet. Is there an SD a part of the defensive pact? I bet it is, isn't it? Yes. Can't hold another tournament for a while. Let's check what my holdings are. So I've got 2 duchies, 1 kingdom, a county and a barony. Come on, vassals, why are you not, like, trying to nick back random bits of stuff? That is just a bit of the Byzantine Empire. Trying to find it. I suppose Aragon's probably in like the... Yeah, it's the defensive pact against me.
So you can always attempt more entertaining ways of getting territory, such as trying to find like second or third in line people for non-elective titles and invite them to your court, land them, and then assassinate everyone ahead of them in the...
I don't have anything to land them with.
Then you can plot to revoke some counties from people who have too many counties.
It's possible.
Right. I mean, in general, the county that you give someone in order to be able to land them is one you can plot to revoke from them because it's not in their main
domain.
Not
Stop
in
the counties.
not in the territory of their main title. Not de jure part of their main title.
Yes, unfortunately most people won't join me at the moment because it's too obviously a power grab.
I think if you go far enough down, I mean, like the first in line generally won't. But I think you might be able to get like second and third, and then arrange that they're no longer second or third in line.
Maybe. I mean, that is quite complicated. Okay. Yes. It's not like she was doing anything useful anyway.
Oh yes, I was only suggesting it because there doesn't seem to be anything else for you to do.
It's true. I can let time tick a bit faster in the hope that, one day someone will leave the defensive pact against me. It's a theory. Someone else's jihad did not go to plan. I do have a personal claim on this duchy. Yeah.
I don't think in general you will ever you are in any danger of running out of claims.
It's true. It's more that I might not be able to land people or...
I think... I expect, yes, you can revoke odd counties if you actually want to be able to land people.
Right, let's discover which of my vassals hates me. Right, now the bit where we discover that everyone hates me. Hey!
Ooh. Hello.
Ungrateful vassals. Well, something's happening up there. Smileland is trying to do something.
Oh God, it's the one died in the visibility again.
She's my kinswoman and she's 8 million years younger than me. No, I am not going to try to
She's
pull...
also the Queen of Norway, which probably won't cheer up the King of Norway.
It's
Who is your vassal?
true. Well, she might be the main,
She didn't have a thing
Oh yeah.
framed to indicate that she was actually landed.
Oh wow. So how's my threat doing? Slowly. Oh dear, someone was murdered. There's an Austrasian revolt war, so not very interesting. No more territory for us. Raiders. Okay, right, someone's peasant revolt.
It looks like the Holy Roman Empire and Babylon are going to war. Possibly Australia and Babylon,
Okay.
I think someone must have expanded your realm.
Yeah, well, someone's died. Let's create the Duchy of Ferrara. Where is Ferrara anyway?
Sure, it may. Well, it probably since you hold it. You probably want to look at either de jure duchies or open the page for the duchy in question and.
Yeah, it is exactly where I thought it would be. Let's give the kid a duchy. It'll be amusing. Let's see if we jolly good. Ooh, Caithness has gone back to Cathar. Excellent. Excellent. Will do nicely. Abydos. Dos has gone Cathar. Excellent. Oh, I could do a round of releasing people from my dungeon. If I've got anyone good to release from my dungeon. Although most of them have been released automatically at the end of the war. Let's ransom Bishop. Ransom Patrician of Amalfi. Right, well, that's probably going to give me a little bit of income. Right, well, eventually, that's nice. So, Basileus has won and is now known as the Holy. Let's check that there aren't any too threatening to do anything. Ah, more places going Cathar. Brilliant. Let's see, is there any building I can be doing? So that's building a castle town.
Just finishing castle down.
Yeah. Ooh, I finished building a feature somewhere. Probably on Lucifer's workshop. Can't build anything on there till I've got some more tech. And I need to earn a bit more money before I'm comfortable building any of that stuff, so Lots more there. And infinitely more there. Right. The Lucifer's workshop has become a centre for travellers and commerce, and some people have decided to settle close to the glorious construction. The latest reports mention children, dogs and cattle. They are obviously putting down deep roots. They are welcome to stay in Köln, which adds 1 holding slot, or I can gain 40 gold. Well, let's get a holding slot.
Mm-hmm. Well, either you or one of your vassals can build a holding there.
Yes. Or possibly my vassals. My nuclear vassals. You're not meant to join the defence pact against me. You're meant to leave it as I become unthreatening because I've not gone to war for like 5 whole minutes. Unfortunately, while I'm not at war, I've got lots of troops now. Right, so Sigrid of Telemark has converted. Good, good. That's nice. What I want is for the King of Lithuania to convert, please. Ooh. Catharism for the win. So, how are we doing?
Good Newt the Steph Hulon.
Not good Newt. Not too badly. Obviously we can do better. Okay, they're going to war for Charlotte. That's nice.
Ooh. French revolt. Hence, someone who can't possibly be in a defensive pact.
Yes. God, they're a bit scary, but...
Well, they're presumably in the middle of a war already.
Yes. What have we got? Do we have anything even slightly worthwhile? Bishopric, a county, a bishopric, a county, a bishopric, a county, well...
Stop saying the bishopric county.
Another county, at least that's de jure, and some holdings. I think if it was a duchy, I might, not a duchy, I'd be prepared to give it a go. But just for a county, it's not worth it. Because I can't do anything then else for like ages.
Ooh, come back.
Right, let's make sure I have even more troops available. You know what? I'm going to get my chancellors to try and fabricate claims in Constantinople. On the grounds that if I can, I might as well try and end the game by taking Constantinople. If you insist, you not. Right, she is a courtier. not like actually my own relative. The Byzantine Empire.
There's a Styrian revolt as well.
That's true. Styria. Do I have a good claim against anyone in Styria? No, I don't even have any claim on Styria. I'm very
Can't
disappointed.
even claim grants back, but your great grandmother built it.
I know. It's very
Actually,
disappointing.
probably not, because there's been a bunch of moves, changes. The Polish Empire has changed hands between branches of the Karling dynasty quite a lot.
Right, let's... Okay, so the things that he wants, he doesn't have any obvious vassalage for.
Is there not a county Kaunas? Because that's what that would usually mean that there's.
I know, but
Okay.
normally it would show up at the top.
Yes,
And ditto the Duchy
Desires
of Prussia.
controlled of is usually that there exists such a county, such a
County
person who
and
can hand them over. Okay, so well, you can work out why by visiting, going to Kaunas and working out what's going on. Green here. So
Yeah.
he is directly your vassal.
yeah,
He's a perfectly ordinary count. He holds 2 counties, I notice. But his primary county is Kaunas.
yeah,
So it's slightly weird you can't transfer him.
yeah. So well,
Yeah.
States. Right, okay, the King of Lithuania has gone to war. But that's not my problem, and you wouldn't let me transfer vassalage, so, you know. Whoops.
Happily, you've already got a nickname, so you can't go and do anything.
It's true.
You seem to have lost a vassal.
Yes.
Oh, there was already a short commanders. Right.
Do that. Okay. That's nice.
Well, I think you're technically still.
I might be an elector or something. Or
of the Holy Roman Empire,
oh yeah.
because de jure the Holy Roman Empire still includes the Kingdom of Poland.
It's
For
true.
reasons.
It's true. It's true.
It is drifting out of the Holy Roman Empire.
But not quickly enough.
Well, it's currently... Oh, I know, that's against the Byzantine Emperor whom you are watching.
Yes.
I think a peasant revolt isn't a claim on the Empire. So.
It's not showing up in the weak claim scum, so... Right, so who are you? You're my God, I've got grandchildren. Let's arrange him a betrothal. You're a nice princess of the Holy Roman Empire. You'll do. Let's assign you a guardian. Well, I'll do, even though I'm a bit weird.
Yes, but unity is not a problem in teachers.
We've established this, yes. Oh, look, the peasant revolt has been squashed.
We've already introduced the Turnip Act.
Alright, let's implement the Cessation of Violence Act. Whereas the children of the realm have become desensitised to violence, and whereas the general populace seems to have lost all regard for the sanctity of human life, therefore I, Emperor Marachar of Poland, decree that all forms of violence directed at other human beings be outlawed, including both capital and corporal punishment, as well as the torture of criminals, heathens and foreigners. These vulnerable social groups are instead to be rehabilitated and eventually released back into society as productive citizens. This law will bring salvation to the realm and incidentally piss off all my vassals. And don't worry, I will go to war. Thank you for saying that there's going to be a revolt in Vilnius. I'm sure I just put someone in there to go squash. Ooh! The Byzantine Empire has left the defensive pact against me.
Yes. I mean, you probably have claims against the Byzantine Empire.
It's true.
Already. Just.
Obviously, I can't declare the big one, probably. So, what have we got? We've got like 8 million claimants for... I've got a duchy.
Albeit with the claimant being as yet unlanded.
Indeed.
Another one. She's also unlanded.
She's also probably unlanded. We should check.
Well, she hasn't got a...
Oh yeah, she's not got a thing around her portrait.
There's a duchy claimant. You have a claimant for Neapolis.
Naples, yeah.
Various Euro county claims.
And approximately 1 million holdings.
The Byzantine Empire has holdings everywhere.
For one.
So you could just accept that you're never actually going to become Byzantine Emperor, much though you might like to.
I suspect.
Or alternatively, that most of the ways you can will involve the current Emperor dying.
Yes.
Which would eliminate any truce anyway.
Yes, so... Let's go back to him and check that he really is not part of a defensive pact. Declare war. Somewhere around here we get down to Tunis. Eventually, sorry, Neapolis. She's my vassal. Thing round her. Send. Right, so now we have Byzantine Empire. And how do I find out what is near Neapolis?
Yes,
that's it. So that is...
So it looks like, yes, at the moment because you only get those things that are in the intersection of the de jure and de facto territories, you only actually get one county out of this.
And I need to avoid the Moestrian revolt. Fine. So let's... Do I not really not have any troops to raise?
Maybe you've raised them already.
It's true. Let's... Let's turn down time a lot and then wait and see where the Byzantine Empire raises troops
And
against.
maybe some more Neapolis holdings. There are some things that I think are highlighted in, and maybe they're not, maybe I'm just confused. Some different colours I was going to say, but I think I'm not. Happily, there are territories of the Byzantine Empire everywhere. You don't really have to walk very far.
It's true.
There's one just next door to food.
Actually, yes, let's put someone in charge of you. March you in there. March you in there. Actually, let's glue you together and set you with that. Okay. Let's disband you. On the grounds that you're not near anything remotely useful. Not quite small.
And the Byzantine Empire actually has troops near here.
And astonishingly, the Byzantine Empire has troops near here, so let's pretend we don't have any troops near there. Okay. So we have to slightly worry about this lot down here. Some of that lot down there. Right. Probably should put someone in charge of that army. Oh well. Stoots.
Bruce Folly has reached stage 4.
Unfortunately, I think now building additions to it is still really expensive. Select all and go select Krakow. So, what have we got in our pockets?
The correct thing to build is a gold crown, but that will actually take longer than the history getting again 5 points. It takes 41 years to build.
It's true. Go on, let's build some siege defence and monthly prestige. It's not my capital anymore, but you know, it looks good on the old CV, as it were. Let's glue those armies together. Make sure I've got someone reasonable in charge of them.
Got at least one actual siege leader in there.
Have I?
Just, I don't know, maybe somewhere else at this idea. I think in the previous war.
Okay. It's a problem when your empire gets really big. It's quite hard to like do anything because mysteriously everyone you run into some other people's armies as you're wandering around. Good. I want to battle somewhere. That's probably in Italy, wasn't it?
Yes, that's that army that is slowly making its way to besiege the...
Actual relevant territory. So actually, okay, let's actually take you there. Somewhere there's a trade post besieged. It's over there. Good. Let's put you down to here. Let's put you down to there. Get over there. So, how are we doing? Right, we are besieging. Excellent. Oh, I've lost my court chaplain in a freak accident. again. So, is he the right religion? It's not the right religion. Right, where is? Right, there we go.
Why does your spy master hate you quite so much?
That's an interesting question.
Ah, right. That kind of explains it, yes.
Maybe I should sack him and appoint a
having
different
a high intrigue spy master who hates you is certainly a
bold strategy, yes. Right, let's go for someone that doesn't completely hate me, even though all that's happening at the moment is that technology is being studied. At least let them study technology in Constantinople. Right. Is there someone in charge of that army? Yes, good, fine. Okay. Gotland is presumably busy conducting some kind of trade war. What are you not doing? Get in there.
pressure claim on the Empire of Francia on behalf of someone else is not true.
It's not very helpful.
We've done that once.
It didn't
We're
work
not going to
out
do it
well.
again.
It's true.
Byzantine Empire is assembling quite a large army.
Yes, I know it's assembling quite a large army. I have a plan.
Okay.
Well, I might have a plan.
Jacob has just burst into a collection of consonants. I might go to the bar.
That's how exciting it is. Right, so that means I've got ticking war score. You lot get going over here. Actually, all of you lot get going over here. Now let's swap things around a bit so that where is... Siege leader is leading the siege. Let's stick Marachar in there because I want him to cover the ground. Gained one stewardship. I think that's my ambition, was to improve my stewardship. I can't remember, it was a very long time ago. I'm probably going to die very inconveniently midway through this war, aren't I? Right. Let's bring up our children on a diet of dune. I can't think of anything that could possibly go wrong with that. Also, where is that massive...
Well, it's not anywhere you can see anymore.
Yes.
No, not adjacent to your territory.
Indeed.
Wait, I need a bath because I've got to go shopping in the morning.
Okay.
So I'll let you know.
Okay.
Meanwhile,
Look,
ignore them for now.
I'm going to ignore them for now because I have far more pressing things on my mind, like fighting the Byzantine Empire. And the Prince Mayor of Wales has been imprisoning a lot of people. I hope that this, leads to something. Let's stretch out a bit. Right. I will say that having a dedicated besieger in charge of my sieges made that siege go a lot more quickly. Do now have the small problem that we're heading into winter, which means that everything is... supply limits are becoming a lot more limited. That's an eek. Right. Excellent conversion. Right, that's got me 24% more score. Excellent. Already. Ah, well, I found 17,000 there. Right. Let's march you and you lot back up there, actually, and might as well take all of you back up there. And
also found another 3,000 on the way.
And 20,000. I don't mind the 3,000 on the way. It's the 20,000 over there and 16,000.
Switching for 3,000 will stop them merging with anything else, or at least will slow
I might end up running into them.
I mean, on the other hand, keeping the 20,000 from merging with the 16,000 is much more.
I think is much more urgent. Yes. Right, let's apply glue. Let's send you not over there. Let's raise some local liege levy fleets. So, in fact, so we have one place besieged. Can I bring you over there? I can bring you over there. Brilliant. I'll ship you over to somewhere. So you are still busily besieging. Excellent.
There is an assault available there.
Yeah, let's do that. Right, you. Army. Send army over here.
So the siege in Norway is complete.
Yes, I know, but I want to get the ships there. The ships haven't quite got there.
Are the ships now targeted on the correct county?
No, that's fine. Let's walk them into Westragothia.
So does that mean the King of Lithuania doesn't hate you quite so much now because he's got that county by other means?
That's an interesting question.
Yeah.
Yes. Right.
Lots of other reasons to dislike you, but
It's true.
maybe worth seeing if the Basileus will accept peace offer. Because sometimes there's a little slow. 80% is about the point at which it's possible for them to start looking favourably upon them.
Actually, let's just march you straight up there. Pause. Get on ship. Get off ship.
Conveniently, the ships from Britain have just entered the Kattegat, and so will be.
They should have arrived pretty
It
soon.
looks like in the southern end of Denmark, there's something highlighted in bright orange that thus is actually complicatedly de jure part, or de facto part of the realm you're after.
Yes.
When you have some spare troops, which you don't at the moment.
Yes, well, one day I may have some spare troops. Which is complicated. Oops. Well, hang on, let's zoom in and check that. Okay. Pause.
Your army would just gone up to 19,000 there, right? I think it's probably alright, because even with your seasickness, you've got a fairly numerical advantage.
It's true. Zoom out again. I don't think I've got anyone sensible in charge of anything though, because I didn't really get time. On the other hand, I appear to have a lot of mates who turned up to participate
Yes, I think the next ship turned up.
in the fun game of kicking the Byzantine Empire. Oh look, and the King of Lithuania's been sorting himself out. That's nice. Goodness me. All these imprisonments. So that's taken me up to 88% score. So, okay. So where would... Right, pause. So... Okay. So hang on, let's zoom in. So I'm going to go and see if I can do something over here and unite this lot. Okay. Ooh, where's my 12,000 army? Let's put someone in charge of that. No, that was my siege guy, wasn't it? Never mind, it's someone. Okay, the pedant revolt has been thwarted.
Squashed by
the Lithuanians. Yes. Okay. Gosh, my offspring are managing to grow up. It's confusing. Right, we're at 89% more score. Let's try and get together there. I'm sure that's fine. Right, good. Let's glue you lot together. Since we are besieging, let's find the person that has the siege leader, like you. There's some dribs and drabs of the Empire wandering around over there. Ones. Right, there we are. Let's go and fix the problems caused by these vassals that aren't properly Cathar. Honestly.
There's an incoming ship in the coming into the Baltic.
Yes. Well, I say Wales won, but you know, it's Wales versus Gutland, so it's basically my vassals versus some more of my vassals. Right, let's actually be a bit more sensible and send some of you back over here. Not you. You get to keep going that way. Because apart from everything else, it appears there's an 18,000 strong army messing around down here. Whatever. Will we be besieging over here and can we assault it? Ha ha ha, lol, no. Good, we want to battle somewhere, that's nice. Not completely sure where. As such.
Is it worth moving your siege leader to the siege that actually for what you think might eventually be contested territory?
Good point, well stated. Actually, since that lot's marching around, put speed groups on, because I think they're going to walk into a fight there that, well, the smaller group are going to walk. Let's try and fix that a bit. I'm slightly worried about that 13,000 there. Okay, that lot might get a little bit squashed. Whoops. Let's glue that all together. Eep. And people joining the defensive pact. Well, that never happens. I'm going to stay there so I can get a view of what's coming up. Well, apparently that 18,000 strong army is going away. Okay, whatever. If you think that works for you. Oh, we're now at 98% more score. 99% more score. Where are you guys going? Steady. Yes, steady. That's steady. Hysteria. More score.
You might take a piece off her.
It's true, I can try, can't I?
The soft lunatic Marachar. Oh, he used to ever elude you.
I'd just like to point out which one of us won this war.
Nonetheless, he thinks you're a soft lunatic.
Precisely. I mean, honestly. Right, so I now have a small stripy bit up there. And nothing at all in actually anywhere where you might consider that...
We've probably now got some nice de jure claims.
There are probably some nice de jure claims, but not, of course, for me.
Any duchy within your realm.
Yeah, but I'll have a peace treaty with...
Well, you will for a little while, yes.
Until beyond the end of time.
Well, or until someone murders the Byzantine Emperor again.
It's true, I could plot to kill him again.
This is a thing that hasn't happened recently. Or until someone murders the Emperor of Poland. I mean... Not that I believe there's actually any plot against you at the moment. They're all plots against your children.
Though, speaking of which, let's go and plot against the Byzantine Empire. Alright. Plot to kill. well, I'll get everyone back to friendly territory, and then I will disband everyone. Zoom out a bit so I can actually see friendly. My empire's too big. Well, I'm back up to 83% friendly. I wonder why. Dismiss. Are there any really good claims? No. I've got lots of
You
deja.
now have a claim. Now you have a de jure claim on Napo, indeed. But I suspect that's currently held by the Emperor.
I think it is. And scary though I am, not that scary. Right, they are home. Let us dismiss them. Let's check that is everything disbanded, which...
No, you have 3 fleets.
Right. Okay, in which case I shall save and stop and say good night stream.
Good night. Have they gone? Not yet.